Okay, so a couple of the things that you can do training tool wise, or stuff that you can add into your workout regimen. There's basically three different things that I recommend here. So the first one is you can do a supine. That just basically means like laying face up, and your hips and your knees are at 90 degrees. So you have to put your feet up on the wall. And from there, what you're trying to do is you're trying to do belly breathing. So you're expanding your ribs or expanding your belly and collapsing your belly to the best of your ability while you're breathing in through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. Okay? And then there's something called crocodile breathing, which is face down. So you're going to lay flat down. And what you're going to do is you're going to do the same belly breathing, but you're going to try to kind of do like a push up when you're breathing in and you're extending the belly out. So you're trying to do a push up with your belly while you're face down to practice your belly or to your breathing. What you're doing is, again, you're basically putting load on the diaphragm through putting through the floor. So your diaphragm has to push out in order for you to be able to breathe. Okay? And then the last one is doing like carries, which is breathing under load. So your diaphragm has to work under load. So imagine doing a one-arm rack, like a heavy one-arm rack where it's wanting to tilt you this way. At the same time, you need to now tighten up your core in order for you to have everything stabilized. You're driving your elbow down so that your lat is now engaged, which is another stabilizer for the back. And now your core is centered. So now you're creating all this tension in order for you to be able to hold that load, and then you're going to march, which adds a more dynamic motion to it, which encourages more superficial muscles to contract, which creates pressure internally, which then forces the diaphragm to have to work harder under load, which is what you want. You want it in a control setting underneath a lot of load, because if you do grappling, you're going to be holding on to someone. If you do striking, you're going to be possibly neck tying with them. It just depends on what your thing is. Wrestling, all of them are going to do this. So learning how to actually breathe through the belly under extreme load, either unilateral or bilaterally, where your core has to work, and then also adding a moving dynamic, is one of the best things you can add into your regimen. So again, there's three different ways: facing up, facing down, loaded. Okay?